Jacksonville. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Guys, ready? Ready.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. You look at this Jaguar defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing you know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one, they were just unable to complete the pass.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Etienne to start the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Jaguars coming in looking for win number 6 on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go, go.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready?
Second down, another run with Taylor. How well juke into space. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Second and 12, operating from the 39. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, but you have to keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Richardson to the air on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Devon Hamilton busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on second and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Richardson looking to throw this. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Straight ahead, Etienne. A beautiful fake. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. This one into the hands of Will Mallory. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the...
Let's go now.
3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
60 Eagles. Ready?
Richardson off the play fake. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hurt.
Richardson looking to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. third down. Here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5.
Big Lion.
Richardson to throw off play action. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Phyllis All-American. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Etienne running right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at the yard. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught them a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
On play action, Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Lawrence. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Lawrence will throw. Flushed out right. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready, go.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They need 2. Here's third down.
No, no. Cadillac. Check, Bobcat. Ready.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there.
Hey, check that. Street. Cup 19.
First and 10, it's Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action with Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
19 Lions.
Now Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. From midfield now, Lawrence. Screen play. Here's Etienne. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. He sets to fire deep. And this will be caught at the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Dances by him, evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, that's Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
On the ready. Go, Reed, go.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Richardson going to shift things up.
Hey, man, critical. Go.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 1st down, Richardson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3rd down and 10. Now it's Richardson. That's to the tight end, Mallory. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Gay's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. Down the numbers. There he goes. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point from McManus is good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And his throw here's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Richardson. They're going right back to Pittman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Ready? Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Here's Richardson to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Richardson going to change the play here.
Hey, check that, street.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Next to score, Colts 24, Jaguars 10. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll go play action. Howell. Open man downfield is Ridley.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st. Well, that little John helps, able to pick up the 1st, get out of bounds as well.
And he has to play a little bit of risk-reward here at this time because they need these 1st downs. But you know the risk is if they catch him inbounds and tackle him, the clock continues to run and grinds things for him. So he's able to get it done, get out of bounds, and conserve a little bit of time as they try and get the ball downfield.
8-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. A shotgun snap, and again the ETN.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Throwing here, Howell.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Richardson going to move him around. Now the pitch goes to Taylor.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a nice move as they use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Colts send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Howell. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. A handoff for Etienne.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
Etienne on the toss right.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Howell to throw.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a given.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. This is 1st and 10. Now Richardson.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll have a 1st down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
18 Rattler.
Richardson. Going up top. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it here just past the 25.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Off play action. It's Howell. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And ETN going to have a Jags first down as he's got it up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
ETN once more.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes his legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
146 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of the play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that that type of a play.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Etienne. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
And they'll run with Etienne. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown.